KNC Masterpiece right here on 105.3 The Fan. And right now, we are bringing on Flo Groberg. We are celebrating the military, first responders out here today. And I saw you had the opportunity, first of all, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'm excited to be a part of your show.
And can you tell us kind of some of your background? Because we saw you having a back and forth with Jerry Jones, and I saw you got the opportunity to talk with Dak. What can you tell us about your past?
Yeah, absolutely. I served in the Army 7.5 years. I was an officer at a 4th 4th Brigade out of Fort Carson, Colorado, deployed multiple times to Afghanistan. And probably the answer to your question is I received the Medal of Honor for actions that happened on August 8, 2012 in eastern province of Kunar in Afghanistan. And so Jerry is an unbelievable advocate for our military community, and him and his daughter, Charlotte Jones, and Charlotte is the actual chairwoman of the National Medal of Honor Museum that is being built as we speak in Arlington. And so him and I were chatting about his commitment, his daughter's commitment, Dallas Cowboys' commitment to the military community, to the National Medal of Honor Museum, and then potentially me supporting him going forward with his mission.
Can you tell us anything more about? It appeared as though you gave him a coin, and then, not to get too much into your business, clearly I didn't totally ignore what y'all were doing, and then it appeared as though Dak brought you a coin. Can you tell us more about what those exchanges were?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, so I have a challenge coin as a recipient. And I gave a coin to very special people that do, to me, in my personal opinion, that do some incredible things for our community, for our military, for our veterans, and our veterans' families. And so I presented him with my personal coin.
Wow.
And so to tell him thank you, that everything that he does not go unappreciated. That he tells me he needs support, that he can always call me and count on me to be there and support him. And in return, I didn't expect this, but Dak showed up and gave me the Dallas Cowboys coin right here. So I was super fired up about that. So, it's a great honor, and just excited that I get to be here and spend a little bit of time with this team and the fans around.
Will that coin ever go anywhere else, or is it always going to be with you? Will it ever exchange to anybody else?
This coin will never be exchanged to anybody
There
else.
You go.
100%.
What if you're like really, really thirsty one day and you go by? I'm just kidding.
I still think I'm going to keep it.
Okay, that's a good decision. Now, in all seriousness, I was curious, and I'm sure you've shared this story before, but can you tell us anything about going back to 2012? You feel comfortable talking about that?
Yeah, I mean, I do, because it gives me an opportunity to highlight, who the individuals I call true heroes. That's Commander Sergeant Griffin, Major Gray, Major Kennedy, and Reggie Abdel Fattah, 4 of my brothers who actually were killed on August 8, 2012. That day was supposed to be a simple patrol, eastern Afghanistan, going to the provincial governor's meeting. Happened every Wednesday. We obviously did not go every Wednesday. But on that specific day, the enemy, had been patient, and they saw an opportunity to attack us. So they came at us with 2 suicide bombers. As we were walking from the base that we landed our helicopters, we had about 1,100-meter movement to the compound. I had my security element that I led on that tour, and I had a very heavy package of VIPs. And unfortunately, it's Afghanistan, it's war, and so there's always a threat. And so they took an opportunity, took a shot at us. Luckily, when my number 2 on my team was able to identify the threat early on and gave me an opportunity to look at the threat. I was the closest to one of the bombers, so I rushed him, I hit him, I screamed at him, I threw him to the ground. Realized he was wearing a suicide vest, so I just yelled bomb. And at that moment, the only thing I think of was I got to get him away from everybody as quickly as possible, as far away as possible. So I dragged him through him, and then he detonated at my feet. He calls a second bomber that was still in the building that was proceeding to come out to detonate as well. And unfortunately, though I'm still here today, which is a miracle by itself, 4 of my friends, I just mentioned their names, Griffin, Greg, Kennedy, and Reggae, were killed. They were at least 30 feet away from the bomber. So it's one of those days.
Man. That is, well, obviously we want to say, thank you for everything that you've done for us. Thank you for your service. And then obviously on a slightly lighter note, thank you for being a Cowboys fan. Do you have any bold predictions for the season?
Yeah, they're going to be, NFC East champs, guaranteed, going to playoffs and then shock the world.
And if my co-host right here made a bold bet in terms of winning a lot of money, if the Cowboys could go 15-2, do you think there's any chance he could pull that off?
You always can hope. Why not? Who says they can't?
Yeah, there you go. I like that. I like that a lot.
In your face, Mike.
Connor Williams told me that I should feel real comfortable with that one. So I'm really excited right now.
Hey, man, I've seen crazier things happen.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you jumping on with us, man.
Gents, I appreciate y'all.
Awesome.